Perhaps the most effective weapon against vities is the honeypot. Honeypot is a slang term that describes an intimate relationship for hire, the partner that is paid by the perpetrators to enter into a relationship with the vitae for the sole purpose of gaining their trust so that they can betray them later. I firmly believe that every victim of this insidious program has a honeypot in their life. Close, intimate relationships build a trust and bond that cannot be otherwise achieved. This misplaced trust provides the perfect opportunity for the program's operators to use it, and the inherent vulnerability that comes from trust to entrap, trick, exploit, or even eliminate the vitae. Using a honeypot, the perpetrators have access to anything they want or need from the victim, up to and including the means to end the victim's life. Honeypots have been a mainstay as the means to track and deceive me. Since the perpetrators know everything about you, they can find just the perfect person who has the looks and can be taught to say and do the right things to ensure that the victim develops strong emotional attachments. One of the most offensive things that I've had to get over is the fact that I am 99.999% sure that I married a honeypot. That is an unbelievably sick and demented thing to do to anyone. Following our divorce, that woman then disappeared from all search engines. Go figure. As soon as I started to understand this program, everything that never added up about these so-called relationships with that woman added up completely. Last note, and this is to those people working as perp honeypots. They are very precise words for people who sleep with others for money. Your job is to smile, be nice, sleep with the person, get paid.
She is temptation, excellence, the epitome of greatness. What is a honey trap? Exquisite, delectable, mesmerizing, absolutely fantastic. What is a honey trap? She walks on air, glides with grace. She is confidence. She is courage. What is a honey trap? Mysterious, erotic. Oh yes, envied by every woman, loved by every man. Get the book, The Art of the Honey Trap.
Honey trapping is an investigative practice that uses romantic and/or sexual relationships for an interpersonal, political or monetary purpose to the detriment of one party involved in this romantic or sexual affair. Investigators are also often employed by wives, husbands, and other partners, usually when an illicit romantic affair is suspected of the target. or subject of the investigation. Occasionally, the term may be used for the practice of creating an affair for the purpose of taking incriminating photos for use in blackmail. A honey trap is used primarily to collect evidence on the subject of the honey trap. Each assignment varies depending on what the agent and client decided on during their prior consultant. A common assignment consists of the agent initiating contact with the subject through face-to-face interaction. The agent will attempt to take the communication further into other outlets including email, text messaging, phone calls, etc. The step after this can be considered the most crucial moment of the assignment. Whether or not the subject agrees to further communication will determine whether the assignment will go deeper or come to an end. The agent will propose a second meeting to the subject. Hotels are often used as a meeting place, not for sexual intercourse, but to determine whether the subject intends for the relationship to escalate. Once the investigation comes to an end, the agent will turn over any record of communication they had with the subject. Other documents that are recorded include photographs, videos, venue appointments, etc. In 2009, the British MI5 distributed a 14-page document to hundreds of British banks, businesses, and financial institutions, titled "The Threat from Chinese Espionage." It described a wide-ranging Chinese effort to blackmail Western business people over sexual relationships. The document explicitly warns that Chinese intelligence services are trying to cultivate long-term relationships and have been known to exploit vulnerabilities such as sexual relationships to pressurize individuals to cooperate with them,